Hi, amazing everyone. How is everyone doing? This morning we're celebrating, right? Celebrating because it's almost Mother's Day. And today it's Saturday morning, right? And we're celebrating what our breakfast is and what our morning cuppa, our Avoke morning cuppa. And with our good morning this winter season. We are having our Mona Lisa discussion today on our Instagram page. And our Mona Lisa discussion is all about approving the season and approving that every choice that you make for you in this season. With saying that, we want to say that our choices are so much challenged, right? But with the choices that are so much challenged, we have to approve that we decide to agree upon, right? That we decide to voice and to voice for in our seasons. And with agreeing with what we voice for, we have to decide to be fine with that we voice for us in our seasons, right? It is that when we educate, we do not educate to disagree with someone else's opinion. It is that when we voice for what we say about us in our seasons, we voice for exactly that awakens us in your morning breakfast, right? In your breakfast morning, that you say that I'm awoken with that requirement for me to be attentive to what is happening to what is happening in my season and to what is happening to me in my season. It is that you have learned that our mornings have changed, our seasons have changed drastically, the atmosphere has changed, right? The environment around us is somewhat different, but with a different environment, with the difference in atmosphere, you have that requirement to awaken yourself within yourself. Today we're going to focus on that discussion. That when you approve yourself, how do you awaken the you within yourself? Remember, Avoke said that I've spoken on my Avoke business about appreciating self. So when we do our Mona Lisa discussion, we do not do it to disagree or to disagree with someone else's opinion. We educate exactly on where self finds herself in a season, and where Ribea Elise finds herself in a season, right? We do not educate and avoid business to aggress the listener, right? We do not educate and avoid business to say that we are now somewhat not agreeing with what someone else is saying. We do not educate our listeners to be against someone else's opinion, but our business is firm on that what is fine for you in your season, you voice for that. You speak up for that. You voice for that. That is when self listens to self. That opportunity of choice is when you make that choice concerning you. That choice is based on the you listening to you in your season. That's where we want to be at with today's discussion with our Mona Lisa on our Instagram page. We've mentioned that we're gonna share it on our Vogue page, right? But we're gonna sometimes we share our videos and it is available on a Vogue page, but we don't know if it's gonna be available because we do the live on Ribea page, because Ribea page is the awoken page, right? Is the page that listeners listens to, and that everyone goes to view upon what does Ribea say about herself. About business is about business, and about business educates exactly where Ribea finds herself at in the season. But the honesty is that with Ribea Elise is where you will for what you will find on Vogue on page Ribea Instagram. And yeah, so it's important to decide upon that we that someone else might disagree on, but that we voice about ourselves, right? You decide on it. You decide on how do you voice for you in your season. How do you voice for someone else not to be aggressed when you voice for you in your season, right? When you decide to speak for that is fine with you in your season, right? How do you voice for you without someone else having to find that they are challenged with what you say about you? And so often we want to hear everyone speaking the same way, right? And in the same, and educate in that same season. But we find ourselves women in different seasons, and because we find ourselves in different seasons, we find ourselves exactly in that is someone else has got an opinion about you, but someone else has got that opportunity to decide to listen to you, right? That opportunity to decide to listen to what does themselves say to them when they listen to you. What do they listen to within themselves when they're introduced to you as a person? When you come to Ribea Elise's pages, and when you're introduced to Ribea Elise as a person, what is it that you sense within yourself, right? That yourself say to yourself when you listen to someone else. And that is so important with women advocating and women voicing in this season on our social pages. Yes, listen to the amazing tweets of the birds. They are amazing. They are amazing. They're giving birth and they're blossoming in season. And it's amazingly green today, yes. We are excited to share with everyone our season, because our seasons differ, and sometimes we want to keep it to ourselves, right? And sometimes everyone just wants to listen in. How is it with this person? What's that person doing? And those moments and times that everyone just want to be tuned in on everyone, and it's exciting because social media has allowed us to be tuned in on everyone. Everyone can now be tuned in and listen in on everyone, and it's amazing. It's very amazing. What am I drinking? Normally I love a tea, right? But I don't have tea in the house now, so I'm drinking coffee, very light coffee. Very light. What do I mean with light? Light, I mean it is probably a Nescafe, right? But it is that I don't put a teaspoon of coffee in. I put a tinsel. No, I put the tip of the teaspoon in the coffee sometimes, and then that is my coffee, because Nescafe can be very, very, very firm and very, but how can Nescafe be strong? It can be strong. Nescafe can be very strong sometimes. Yes, we have a lot of audience, yes, and we are appreciating our audiences, yes. And the Moses and everyone is our audience, because we love Mama Universe and Mama Nature. We are having a wheat big, yes. Thank you very much. A wheat big with milk. I don't like wheat big. I haven't had it for quite some time, but this morning I have to have it, right? I have to have it this morning for breakfast. I haven't had the Weet-Bix, because the Weet-Bix, when you put the milk in, it is swelling up, and I want to know why. So does that swell up in your tummy, right? What foods do you all eat? It's interesting, because I don't just eat just anything. I'm very picky about our foods, right? Because of all the things that are so all over the place in our season, our generation. Everyone just disagrees with everyone. So be picky about what you eat. Yes, women, why do we look like men these seasons and times? Sometimes our phones are edited. Yes, we know that. Sometimes we really do look like that. Why? Because of the foods that we eat. Yes, some foods have got things in that is now gonna be in contrast to the woman, because it's produced for men specifically. What do you drink? People drink all of these energy drinks and things, and some energy foods, yes, energy bars, all of that has got things in that is gonna be in contrast to the woman, and that is gonna be fighting the woman's cells in the body, and then it produces more of men's cells. Why? Because a woman gives birth to men, so within you is your man, and you birth your man within you many times. So I'm very having a good laugh at all of us also. Yes, we are all having a laugh at all of us that look so like men sometimes, and it's sometimes honestly funny. No, women, y'all are not drag queens. When they say y'all are drag queens, they try to create a lot of things to abuse y'all. Don't listen to it. Y'all are not drag queens. Y'all are women who gives birth to men. That's why y'all sometimes look like guys. Another reason is the fact that, oh, lotions. What do y'all put in y'all's face? I don't use face lotion. I have had MAC skincare. It was amazing, and now I can't afford it because I haven't been employed. Thank you very much. Yes, I have not been employed. So I could not afford to buy MAC skincare. I haven't had a financial income yet for a work business also. So I'm doing and I'm going and I'm going and I keep going. Yes. And another thing is, yes, so my social pages hasn't really been funded yet. And I haven't received any communication yet from social media to say that they find my pages interesting and they would like to support my YouTube page or anything. I have not had any like that, right? They don't like Ribea, Elise, because why? I'm very saying it because I'm saying it. Another thing, so those facial lotions that you buy, it's so abusive to your skins. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use that. Don't use that. Navia, you are amazing, but I have to be honest and say that you sometimes you rub some on your arm or on your hand and you taste it before you put it on your skin, or you put it here and you taste it for quite some time. Nivea lotion, the moisture in it is not for women. It's so mannish. Yeah, I don't know why. And that's why it can sometimes firm your skin into that, and it can bring the men cells more out. And it produce more men cells in your face, right? In your facial structure and in your body structure. And in your in the body shape, yes, the structure of it. So then it becomes more firmer. Firmer means there's that male men cells. I don't know what they put in the lotions. Yes, I don't know, but it is sometimes produced for men and sometimes it's produced for women, and then you put it on and then there's things in that were meant to be in a men's lotion. Yes, those are your face lotions. Just use pure water, wash your face with pure water. And if it's not a good baby lotion, right? A good baby lotion, I used to buy in South Africa, Johnson & Johnson, or some what baby lotions that are very, very nice for the skin. If it's not a good lotion that is moist, you can sense when a lotion is moist and when it's produced for women. When it's so thin, it's like Nivea. Nivea is a bit thin. Then you know it's not produced for your skin and it's not produced for your face. Yeah, so you have to find the firmness in that. Otherwise, it's gonna firm it it's gonna bring the men cells more up front, right? What else is there? Yes, so those are a few things that women should be really attentive on that I had a good laugh about, but I don't use things on my face. I don't use funny skin face, yes, it's not a compliment. It's always yes. So yes, those low kiss. Oh, the foods that we eat. Eat those greens, woman, and drink water. Tap water, boil it in the kettle. If the kettle is rusty, then buy another kettle. So if the kettle is rusty inside, I haven't even fit my mama's house. People are probably saying, you're sitting there talking, but your mama in South Africa's house is not fit, and your brothers are staying there. My brothers have always been fine. They are firm guys. They're as fine, as hardworking as they can be any day or the other. Yes. So I haven't had funds, but my sister Antoinette is making sure that they're all fine and amazingly fine and buying their food. Thank you, Antoinette. Once a month, yes, because after June 2022, when I was not employed anymore than Antoinette, I used to buy the food shopping at Pick and Pay, right? Monthly shopping for them. And then I used to sort the house out, but now I can't. And then you buy a cleaner. No, then you pay a cleaner and then they go clean the house for me. But I can't because I have now really not been employed. So I couldn't do that for them. And they are two guys, so they are gonna now be two men, and they are now really not bothered about nothing at all. And sometimes bothered about a lot of things and wondering where their sisters are, and they're not even saying it. So it sometimes seems that the men are not bothered, but they are really bothered about a lot. They are really taking notice about a lot and caring about a lot. So thank you, Antoinette, for that. Yeah, and Pick and Pay always is very good with my grocery shopping. They deliver it for them on time. I buy the groceries and then I order exactly what I want to order, and then they even the day after that sometimes delivers it. Yeah, so that was something very good. Pick and Pay initiatives, international online food shopping, amazing. What else? Online food shopping, yes, that's a very good. Sorry, Ribea. The only thing that's not so good, yes, we're having breakfast, because if I didn't have food on my table, then honestly, where would some people have been? The only thing that's not so good is people in New Zealand funding my business, right? They are not funding me. They are not contacting me. They are not finding out who Ribea Elise is. Probably because of all the TikTok videos that they have made and prepared with South Africa to abuse my business, right? So they were a group of people, and they found out the radio station people, the entertainment television people, and they found out that this Ribea Elise might be family of someone in America, and she now might be coming forth with a celebrityness, and they view in an Antoinette for years, and Antoinette's viewers was thousands and thousands, right? And Antoinette had the whole America tuned into her Instagram pages. And they're still even on a WhatsApp in the whole England woman. Yeah, she had good supporters. And then people came to check up who Ribea Elise is, right? And I always was only about a Sunday photo on a Facebook page. So that was all I always loved to do. To dress up on a Sunday. And sometimes a nice Saturday photo. And then when I came back from South Africa in 2020, in 2021, when I arrived here, they were all busy with TikTok and who's Ribea and who's that queen. And then they came trying to bash the queen Ribea. And then I say, but my name is not Queen Ribea. I'm now not Oprah Winfrey, also that looks like my mama Anna. Thank you, Oprah Winfrey, for that post on my Facebook page yesterday. I'm now not Oprah Winfrey, but I'm now really Miss Universe. And I'm now really Miss Universe, but I'm very talented. Thank you for that. Thank you, Mama Anna, for that amazingness. On Monday, we're going to talk about such woman of color, about our amazing Mama Anna. Yes, amazing woman. Mama Anna was a very stunning woman. Yeah, when Mama Anna got old, her front teeth got out and her hair was a bit odd, but the amazingness of her facial features and everything, still amazing. Then she puts an amazing hair weave on, and then she educated us that on that day when you are challenged with feeling that you don't feel fine with yourself, put that hair weave on and it brings everything amazingly forth, right? That's so amazing of our mama. Then our mama was a very fashionist, and now you can see it in us, right? That our mama used to be very about fashion, about dressing up, about buying at the ladies' shops, at the shops that really had very well designed clothes, right? And well designed perfumes. Yes. And our mama was very, very amazingly into fashion, and we did not realize it until I was now older. Then I realized, and I look back and I said, but I've noticed it those years. And it was for me a bit, because I was very playful, right? I was the most playful child that you can get. I just want to be in the house and out of the house, in the discussion, and then I'm just running. So that's how I used to be. And I was younger, right? But now thinking back, my mama Anna Martha, 1969, yes, Alleen Loper, Anneke Alleen Loper. Anneke was a fashionist. Anneke was really a fashionist. Aniki is amazing. Aniki, my mama designed clothes. Yes, she designed clothes when we were staying in Chicago, in Bowenbrook Street. Amazing designer. And then she used to sell clothes. Businesswoman, business initiative. From the moment that I was born, I remember our house was a business house, because when my papa, who was deceased, my mama had two cars, right? Because my papa had two cars. He had a Ford Chevrolet and an El Camino. Yes, and then my mama was a businesswoman and my papa was a business. They were in business right on the farm. And then after my papa was deceased, when we moved to Chicago, my mama still had all of that, and my mama went so on with the business. And then, yeah, so she very, very, very businesswoman, but my business has not been funded. And I don't know why people are sabotaging my finances, but I'm not bothered about it, because maybe they are busy discussing it, or maybe they are a bit what? Stronger and stronger nurses. Yeah, maybe they are all about what competition, or oh, I'm a bit too firm into business inclined, intertwined. My family nurse. Yes, can you all view the video properly? Yes, it's amazing. Let's get another amazing one. Oh, yeah. And then was born the 7 babies. Baby Yuna was the firstborn. Baby Yuna was alive until 6 months. Then baby Martin was born. They were Yuna and Martin was born probably in Calvinia, yes. By Aunt Ribea. Aunt Ribea that gave me my name, amazing name. I love my name. Everyone loves my name. Thank you, everyone. Aunt Ribea and Beeswater. And Beeswater Farm. That's where my mama was then having brother Martin. And then my mama then moved to the Tulbagh earthquake of 1969, the earthquake that only my mama was on that road. And a few parents that can remember that they might have been on the bus with my mama from Calvinia to Tulbagh, Saron. And the bus dropped them there by Tulbagh that evening. It was in the evening, my mama Anna used to tell. My mama say, in that evening the bus dropped them in Saron, and Martin was a baby. Yes, then Martin was 5 or 6 months old. Martin, it's his birthday. Happy birthday. I have forgotten it's birthday month, but I don't know the day. I'm gonna now have to apologize, brother Martin, my oldest brother. He's now 54, 55, 54 years probably. Yeah, brother Martin was 6 months old in 1969 with the Tulbagh earthquake, and the earth was quaking, and Martin and Mama Anna walked to Ceres from the Saron Tulbagh road. They hiked to Ceres. Yes, the bus dropped them in Tulbagh, and then from Tulbagh they had to walk to Ceres, and that's where my Mama Anna and Papa Yapi met. First, my Mama Anna met Brother Richard's papa. Yes, from Africa. Richard is amazing. He's an amazing person. He's everywhere. He's amazing. All of my brothers is amazing. Then my mama met Brother Richard's papa. And then after Brother Richard's papa, my mama met my papa. My mama was working where, everyone? Don't sell it. Where? Wolverkloof, the most romantic place for my mama and my papa. My mama was working at Wolverkloof, yes, in the restaurant, amazing romantic restaurant. They have now really not nurtured Wolverkloof. We really don't know what's happening at Wolverkloof, and we really want to actually find out. I sent my cousin a message the other day to find out what's happening in Wolverkloof, South Africa, because that's my mama and my papa and my Mama Anna's most romanticnesses was on the Swaaibrug. Who remembers the Swaaibrug? It's still in Wolverkloof. My mama and my papa met on the Swaaibrug. On the Swaaibrug, Mama Anna and Papa Yapi Mbatani. Amazing, Sagila. On the Swaaibrug, my mama was working at Wolverkloof, a restaurant at that time. Very romantic meet, yes, and they were very happy. Yes, they were very happy, even though my papa was a man about it. But they were very happy. My papa was a man about it years after. My papa was now, how many years not there anymore? Then we found out my papa had a daughter that was his oldest brother Martin. Yeah. He was a man about it, but he loved his children. And all the photos that I saw, he really worked very hard for our family. It was disappointing that we had to take such a shift in life, right? But our generation is taking a shift in life. And my papa was really very there for us. But when our generation is now taking a shift, and our generation is now in that we are not questioning ourselves, but we are questioning one another so much in our generation, and everyone wants to be Miss Universe, and I'm alone Miss Universe on that day when it comes to my discussions. But you allow some other people to be Miss Universe also. And then our generation is now taking that shift of everyone wants to be famous and wants to be in the spotlight and wants to be the most amazingness. And when it comes to that, then it was challenging when to think my brothers were very disappointed because they once had everything and it was amazing and they were dressed up. Imagine that in your life, right? Imagine life gives you that. Life gives you one moment, the most amazing blossomingnesses, in the photonesses, in the foodnesses, and on a Saturday the house is full and everyone is jolly. And in an instant, everything changes for you. And in an instant, the house is quiet and the papa is not there and the mama has to go and look for another house and the whole situation changes because the papa was in hospital and my papa was deceased in Bontebok Street, but they had to move to Bontebok Street. And then the whole everything changed and the boys were so disappointed and they are disappointed. So I won't argue my boys for making the choices that, you know what, if they sometimes just don't want to say nothing, then they don't want to say nothing. If they don't want to do anything, then they don't want to do anything, because for an instance they were just, it's like people saying, yes, this for you, chocolates for you, and the next time they take the chocolates away and there's nothing anymore, right? It is that, and they were very disappointed with that education, but they have made it. Martin made it to 54 years. God bless. And Brother Anthony is 43, 44 years, yes, this year. And then, yes, baby Ribea, Elise, 40 years. Anjanette, also going to 50. Brother Zach, 50 years, yes, amazing. An amazing season. Brother Richard's daughter Ruseiki. We always say Ruseiki, it is now double portion, right? Double portion. The families, those years probably traveled from Africa. They arrived in South Africa. No, they traveled from Africa, and some of them traveled to America, and some of them traveled to South Africa. And they are now very firm in America and very settled in the celebrity house and so on. And they really don't disclose any information. They're very firm on that. And then they are also very firm on, then we all moved, and now they all moved to Africa and to South Africa and to America, and then mamas and papas met and children were born, and everyone was born. Mama Martha met Mama Anna's papa, and Mama Anna met Papa Yapi, and we were born. And it's amazing. And South Africa Power Community was now the Wolverkloof for Mama Anna and Papa Yapi. Amazing Wolverkloof meet. Switzerland is looking similar to Wolverkloof because remember it snows in the winter in Wolverkloof. It's amazing. The most romantic moments is in Wolverkloof. I'm still waking up, but I am awake because I had a shower already. Other than that, yeah, so they met and it was amazing. It was a airplane's like that, the airplane is like this. The airplane is just, it's amazing. Yeah. Another amazing thing. Auckland, New Zealand is very nice and very warm. I haven't gone out for quite some time. Finances, where are you? It's been to educate me so that when you have finances, you don't just go and spend it, you know. So many people that requires that support. But husband's working, he's got a good financial income. But you'll know how much Ribea earned on any day or the other, right? And only because of that, to now be without that financial support is sometimes questioning and challenging. But other than that, we are good. Yes, I'm very fine. I bought the whole household things. Yes, I work for everything. Whenever I work, I buy everything, right? And now it's time to buy new couches because I only have couches for one for a year. And now I'm done with the sleeper couches. Now I wanted to upgrade with couches, and now I'm not employed, so I can't even upgrade my couches. And I really want to upgrade the sleeping. It's a nice couch. I call it a sleeping couch because it is really cozy and it can just be cozy in it. But now the cozy moments are over, and we now have our recliner couches, you know, in the two bedrooms, right? So now we can have cozy moments in the recliner. and the recliner seats in our bedrooms, and now I want to upgrade, and now I'm not employed to upgrade my couches already, to upgrade with new lounge suites, right? Amazing new couches. How do you call it? Lounge what? Couches. No, I don't want to buy a couch. This is a couch. A couch is a sleeper couch that you couch on. You take your coat off and you couch on it. Yeah. Listen to our About Fashion photos. It's very educated if you build on it. Don't be disrupted if it is not perfect. And that photo Saturday or Sunday. But listen to what we're educating in our photos. It's very, very, very amazing. Yeah. Well, that's about it, South Africa. Say happy birthday to Brother Martin. Thank you, Paul community. You are all so firm looking after my brothers. Thank you, South Africa. We really appreciate it. And all the arguments now out of the room. All the Malvina, Ribea arguments out of the room. Thank you. There's that now. Honestly. So it's you that misses the video. Yeah, people. So let me just. I think the video battery is gonna go. The video battery is just giving us the Malvina Ribea arguments out of our room. It's probably gonna do so on how to call it. Yes, and I'm discussing on Instagram Live today. It's probably gonna make so on Instagram Live. Yes, the rain road. How to call it? Yes. So what we are, when the battery goes lower, that's that, but it's all fine. No, when the battery gets hot, otherwise it's just gonna boomerang. Don't boomerang one another war. People don't be in arguments with war. Those boomerang wars. Yes, Malvina Ribea stories. People do not go and create environments around me. I'm not an aggressive person and I don't stay angry for long. I don't stay very much angry. And I thank the Heavenly Father for that I really do not stay angry. Ever since I was little, when I used to fight, I would just punch you and then it'd be over and done with. That would be it. Yeah. Yay! I wonder how is the Hotel Westenberg Lodge. All my years spent at Westenberg. It's amazing. My teenage years. It was amazing. I can't wait to go back to Westenberg to go and book a room. I see Brother Zach and Auntie Denise is amazingly designing the rooms. They are amazingly setting up those Westenberg Lodge rooms. And we're amazingly appreciating what Elise are doing for our family all these years. And that's family, right? That's family. Thank you, Sister Natalie is a very understanding person. She's now really not going to be disrupted, but she's really also working with Brother Zach there, yes. She goes with him and when she can assist him until they open the rooms. But one thing we want to find out is whether not the municipality, whether they came to check the fire extinguishers yet, because they couldn't open because of regulations of government. So government, if people are financially not fine, don't aggress people. It's so important to not aggress people. When people want to financially start businesses, because Brother Zach had to make a change in his season in order to not aggress people. So now when Denise and Brother Zach is ready to open the hotel, then it was a whole argumentiveness, not argument in person, but when they were ready, then it was told that they can't now open because now it's the government need to legislatively approve something there that happened there at the hotel. Someone set up a store there in front of it. Yes, a spaza store, and now there's regulations for that store that they require those documents from those people. So people don't sabotage one another. It's not fine to sabotage one another because honestly, government knows exactly what situation our families in. Everyone knows everyone in this world, and everyone Googles in on everyone. So find out what the problem is that the hotel can't open and what the spaza people are doing there in front, that they're keeping now Brother Zach and Denise financially. They require now that financial really assistance, right? So do not now, they've really prepared the rooms and they're now really to open, and now government is having a, a moment about it. So those moments and times are sometimes, unnecessary. Unnecessarily, it gets sometimes personal. And that's sometimes for me a problem. Hotel Oostenburg, a lot. You're gonna want to book there. It's amazing. It's in Kells River. It's where I was a bartender all my years. So I know all the paparazzi. I know y'all are gonna want to go and investigate the hotel and go and check where Ribea Elise was meeting the Lucky You story. Thank you, America, for that amazing Lucky You celebrity story of Savon Edwards, and not Savon Edwards, Savon Lucky's girlfriend, and Lucky Stevens, Savon Stevens, and Ribea Elise, and then they wrote the whole Lucky You romantic story for the world, and everyone was singing on the Lucky You story. It was an amazing story where we met at the hotel, and they Googled in on us, and then they have written all of these songs, and they were tuned in on us all these years. And on how amazingly we were not in disagreement because of relationship, but then we decided to, then me and Lucky decided to not have one another because really Savon was his girlfriend. Savon Stevens, yes, of Lucky, was his girlfriend, and then he went with Savon. And then they call it the Lucky You story. And they've Googled in on it, and they've written in on it. So the paparazzi would want to go and check the hotel out probably, because they are very into writing, but they write in private, and they don't write so all over the place about it. So yeah, they would go and check where did Ribea, Queen Ribea, the hotel that I was from, dancing from what time? From 2 a.m. in the morning until 4 a.m. and then we traveled to the club in Pero, Belleville, Pero.